Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to the podcast. I think we're on day 13. I'm up a little late, hydrating. I must have been tired. I knocked out last night. I knocked way out. Alright, so drinking this water. I'm probably going to keep my breakfast light. We'll see. I don't know, maybe not. I don't really feel like cooking. We have these like flaxseed muffins and stuff, so I might just grab like a muffin and a piece of fruit or make some oats or something. I don't feel like doing anything too elaborate. But for day 13, the quote is by Abraham Hicks. You can get to where you want to be from wherever you are, but you must stop spending so much time noticing and talking about what you do not like about where you are. And as you go through today, pay attention to your thoughts. Are you focusing on what you want or what you don't want? Yeah. So, my intentions for the day, I didn't really get too far on intentions. I can feel myself kind of ramping up a little and wanting to just like dive into stuff, but I kind of need to just focus. Today I'm grateful for the ability to slow down and today's to-do. I'm going to learn some more about this online store stuff, and I'm going to study a little bit today. So some things I want to do today, some reading, some exercising. Definitely I'll be on here recording. I've been using starting to use ChatGPT for some content creation aspects. So you'll probably see a couple podcast episodes at least, if not more, where I'm adding information in the description and I'm pulling it from ChatGPT, just copy paste. So I think, and I'll put it in there. When I do that, I'll say that it was like from ChatGPT, generated by ChatGPT, so that people don't think it's me. But it's kind of just a fun little thing I just decided to add because I'm like, oh, well, I can do this and just add more to it. But also it's kind of like, do people care what ChatGPT says? You know? I don't know. Like, I don't know if people come here for like, you know, Wikipedia type information or like information like that. Like, I think people like to hear other people's opinions and ideas. So it's kind of weird, in my opinion, to use ChatGPT, because it kind of like makes it a little less of a personal thing, and it's more just like, oh, like ChatGPT said this, and like I'm trying to fill in the whole description, like most of the description information, because I usually just don't put much. I put like a sentence or two. So I'm playing with that idea if I want to use ChatGPT regularly or just not. And the site has to be up for me to use it. Sometimes it's like crashing. But how am I feeling this morning? I'm feeling pretty... I'm exhausted from yesterday. I was tired yesterday. Like, I was trying since about 8 p.m. to not fall asleep. And because, I thought the car pickup person was coming around 8:30, I set an alarm to 8:25 p.m. I don't know if I dozed. I kind of closed my eyes for a little bit, and that kind of helped for maybe like 20 minutes or so. But I could have slept. I could have easily slept. But because I had something I had to do, I was up. And this dude, I think I recorded about how that went, but it took over an hour basically for him to arrive, and it was like 9:30 when he got here. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So I just wasn't too I wasn't too energetic, because I woke up so early, and then I did have a pretty packed day, but yeah, it was good yesterday. The recording was a good idea. When I had that kind of couple hour gap, I kind of like that instead of the idea of working out, even though I could have used the exercise for sure. But I was pretty stiff yesterday, like by the end of the day yesterday, and once I got out of the car after driving like 2 hours and some minutes, like I was stiff. Like I stood up and I was like, ooh, like, it kind of took a little bit for my hips to kind of adjust. And I'm kind of noticing that, like my hips, my joints, like with my legs, they're pretty weak. So I'm really working on my stretching more, yoga and stuff. I want to make it up snowboarding. I was pumped about snowboarding yesterday. Like, I was so pumped, like, and I liked that feeling. I like that feeling of being like pumped up about something. Like, it's been a while since I've been like wanting to like plan to do stuff. But I'm trying to be smart, Yesterday was not really a decision day. It was a day where I wanted to make decisions, but I kind of held back on making decisions because I knew I was tired, and I knew this was like a new, different energy that was coming from a place of being a little more rested. It wasn't an energy that was coming from a fully thought out plan. So, I do want to start getting better with this store stuff. And since it's my store, I'm thinking about some of the things I can sell on there. I'm thinking it would be possible to make like an ebook, and that would be cool. And I think I'd be pretty comfortable marketing an ebook. But I don't really know. Like, I'm kind of a little Like, this is kind of like a new idea, but I think I could do it quick. I have actually some stuff that I've been writing, but I don't know if I can sell it. But I'll see. But yeah, I'm kind of trying to understand better about that kind of stuff. So I guess that's kind of where my head's at right now. I don't really know what I really think along the lines of doing more writing. I don't think I've recently made money off of writing lately. But to me, it sounds kind of more appealing than other types of products at the moment. Because I think I could whip up something real quick and yeah, that might be more profitable than, the back and forth with sales. But we'll see. I'm not sorry, I'm kind of slow here. I've just got a lot that I want to look into. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see what comes up. Like, my brain is kind of too foggy still right now to really be fully planning. But I might do some writing today. I'm not too sure. See, I guess what I'm debating on is, because I have, family members and other people kind of connected to this website, what I sell on the website kind of needs to be mother approved, if that makes sense. And for me, I don't know. Like, she's wanting to, like, push this website out and help out and stuff, but I'm kind of like, I don't want to write a bunch of stuff, have my own kind of personal stamp on it, and then have, like, a bunch of my family members, like, up in my business, like, about things. So I don't know, like it's possible to keep things, like, strictly psychological, if you will, and no, like, personal stories, nothing like that. But I don't know. I feel like I am better with personal stories. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, like, so I'll see. Like, I was working on this other set of chapters before that I kind of didn't completely finish. I think I finished it for the most part, but I could probably finish that too. Like, I don't know if I could do that all today. It's just barely Monday, like, goodness. But I wonder if that would be veering off the path. Like, I'm not quite ready to give up on what I'm doing right now, but right now it's like a learning curve that I'm battling. As the technology is like literally advancing before my eyes, and I'm like, wait, like I'm still learning. Like, slow down. But it was kind of nice, yesterday, kind of talking to some friends that, I wasn't so aware of how much they kind of get me, like on the techie side of stuff. Like, they were kind of like, oh, like, yeah, you have like other skills that you're trying to like venture into using. And I was like, yeah, like, you get it. Like, like totally, like, I don't know, man. Like, I have some friends that I really feel pretty understood by them. It's probably because, we're all like in psychology for the most part. And, that's how everyone's trained to use their brains. But I do think I'll probably write on the psychology end, more like self-help type of stuff. It's easier to podcast about it, but, I think I will write more. But regarding these quotes, or I guess, so basically, just let me finish the rest of these thoughts. So why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling, I'm kind of scatterbrained. This happens to me. I know that this happens to me. I've never sat down and really thought it through too much, but it definitely happens to me when I'm stressed and when I'm feeling myself, like when I notice that I'm kind of like in I don't know if I want to call it like a fear mode, but it's definitely something along those lines that has to do with like change. Like one of my friends was asking me yesterday, like, okay, like when are you going to take the exam? And I'm like, I don't know, like when I feel like rested. Like, I can't even tell if I feel like rested yet. Like, I don't even know how I feel. Like, I'm still all over the place. I don't want to jump the gun and like, like I already feel like I'm not really able to fully study yet. Like I'm not trying to bring like negative energy to the situation, but this is pretty much the truth. Like, I don't really feel like I have all kinds of energy right yet to be so like, I don't know, I just don't feel like I have all that much energy to really be having so many things, like I think what would help is to get a to-do list together. That's one thing. Get a to-do list together, get a list of all the things that I just said, like, so basically the brainstorming part. I haven't really sat down and brainstormed too much. But I think I want to. So if I go to my phone and dang, I don't know where I put everything. Alright, so I'll just write it on this other one. So I'm gonna write some stuff in my phone. Make a to-do list. So some things on my to-do list would be some writing projects, store learning stuff, study, I don't know if I should put this to-do list here. I'm putting it in maybe the wrong place. I'm moving my to-do list. I'm just making a general to-do list. Because it started getting off topic. So let's see. So for my to-do list, all right, some stuff that I just said about writing, some stuff about like fitness, and I think overall I need to be organizing. I need to clean too. So as far as what I need to clean, this might sound weird. I kind of need to clean the walls and some of the furniture. So nightstands, the walls, the trim. I need to do some measurements, dimensions, to see if that couch situation would actually fit. I want these nightstands out of here. So I might just give them away. And then, like, I do need to free up space for myself, though. Like, I am feeling a little crammed. And I don't like sitting on my bed. And I don't like sitting in the living room or in other rooms, or at my desk. So I'm like, am I like making myself a couch potato? But, yeah, I don't really want to sit at my desk necessarily. But I think I have kind of like a bad association with sitting at that desk. Like, you know, I was working from that desk before. I was studying during grad school and college at that desk. It's like that desk has a lot of history attached to it. And I don't know, there might be something to that. So when I look at like topics and stuff that I need to talk about, it's gonna be there's also so I'm writing this stuff down. I'm being more specific. So what do I need to do? I got offered an affiliate marketing gig. I need to look into that. It had to do with Reddit. Okay, so I need to think about brain fog. I need to think about kind of topics like mental energy topics, like topics surrounding fear, and kind of dive into those a little bit more. But yeah, when it comes to when it comes to like fear or that kind of thing, I think it does kind of make my brain a bit on the side of scattered. I can feel that my brain's a little scattered, or a lot scattered. It's pretty dang scattered. And I did sleep well last night, but I think I need to be meditating more. So I'm basically making a to-do list that has topics that I want to dive into, and then there's a to-do list of things I need to actually start looking into actually doing. And somewhere after when I stop recording this morning, I'm gonna maybe organize some stuff. I'll do some more brainstorming. But getting out of the house, walking, driving, that kind of stuff really does help my mind to unload. So getting out of town does help. Just I'm able to be on the road and just like think. And for once I wasn't thinking about, the car breaking down or like whatever. Like I was just thinking about things, just about next moves. But it did kind of help talking to my friends yesterday. Like we weren't like detailed talking about what I'm doing, but yeah, there's some stuff I want to learn. So I'm going to basically learn about those things. And, I didn't really make a schedule for my week. But I think I need a schedule for today. So, I'll do 3-hour blocks. So this first 3 hours is going to be basically podcasting. And then around 11, I'll check on the store. I'm just going to have to write this down. But I'm basically trying to answer this question of, why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling and how I can continue it or change the energy. I need to write things down to kind of get my day organized, to kind of get my mind to focus. Because when my head is doing this thing that it's doing, it's like I'm totally scattered. I'm thrown off my focus. It's like a combination of brain fog and brain energy. Like I'm foggy, but once I warp into something, I just want to only think about that. But I do think I need to eat breakfast too. It's going to be kind of hard to really be really at my most alert if I'm not hydrated and I'm not fed. I mean, it's going to be really hard to kind of be thinking clearly. So, yeah, I need to kind of resolve that. I might start back with my my MCT oil, but having it without without the coffee. I did have a sip of coffee this morning, just because that's kind of how I wanted to start my morning off. A sip, like literally a sip, or like not even like a whole mouthful, like, of coffee, like less than that. Like, I just gulped down like one gulp. Like, I had some coffee saved from the hotel in a little water bottle. I am so cheap. I literally do that. Like, if I have stuff left over, like I had one of those, those cups that can take heat, one of those disposable, like, kind of styrofoam type cups that you get at the hotels. I had one of those cups that I had filled with coffee from the free coffee there, and I didn't finish it over 2 days. Like, I drank like half of that cup. So I had half of that cup left, and I poured it into a water bottle to save the rest of it. It's like, because I know, it's strong coffee, and I'm like, okay, I'll have a sip Monday morning. I'll have a sip maybe Tuesday morning. But other than that, I'm not really drinking any more of it. But I do need to brainstorm some more, so I'm going to finish doing that. But I'm going to write down my schedule for every 3 hours. So 8 to 11, it's basically going to be breakfast, hydrate, pods. From 11 to 12, I'm going to check on the store. From 12 to 12:30, I'm gonna do lunch. This doesn't sound appealing, because then I'm not gonna want to study. I don't know if I want to study today. And that's kind of where my head is. The avoidance right now is pretty deep. Like, I think I'm going to do some meditating before breakfast, and then some meditating after breakfast. This is kind of part of a meditative process, though, writing stuff down. So I don't know where I want to go after 12:30. I don't know what I want my day to look like. Maybe I'll record till 12. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll record till 12. And then from 12, I don't know, I'll have lunch. I mean, what I want to do is record. And also what I want to do is write. But I don't know. I can't be writing all day. I mean, I want to write a lot, though. But I do need a period of learning during today, too. And I do need to work on this store. I need to throw that in there. Dang. So why don't I do that? I'll do 12 to 12:30. I'll do the store. And then 12:30 will be lunch. Which means I'm going to need to eat a breakfast if I'm not eating till 12:30. 12:30 to 1 is going to be lunch. And then from 1 p.m. on, I'm basically writing or learning. And so, yeah. So I'm going to do some meditating and kind of see if I'm able to at least do this schedule. Because I feel like I'm all over the place. But as far as podcasting, I do have specific stuff I do need to do. One of them is going to be working on the other episode. I got a lot of topics. But I want to do this early while I'm the only one in the house awake. That's the appealing part for me today. It's like, nobody else is up. Let me do this. So... let me see. I feel like this is gonna throw me off. I feel like there's an energy I have in my mind that if I get too absorbed in some of this other stuff, I'm gonna take too much time doing it. So let's see. Passbook. So let's see. So, okay. I think I know what I'm going to be doing with these podcast recordings. Oh, shoot. There was another one I forgot. Okay, so I think I have all the topics for podcast stuff. All right. So I think I got my day planned at least till 1. So yeah, I'm just gonna do some meditating, eat more meditating, and then I think I feel good about this schedule, and I can kind of feel my mind kind of a little more at ease. There is something in the ceiling. It's walking in the ceiling. There's something in walking. Gosh. It might be birds. Anyways, let me get on with my morning. And I'll see if I record a part B. But yeah, I guess we'll wait. So I think I was going to say, when it comes to the topic that was mentioning, how did they word this? They mentioned, as you go through today, pay attention to your thoughts. Are you focusing on what you want or what you don't want? I do think that, me stalling on the learning part for the exam I need to take, my passion's not in it right now. I'm into the podcasting. I'm into the writing. I'm into working on this store. I'm not gonna not take the exam or not study. I feel like I do need to study, though. I do need to push myself to study. I don't want to, but I feel like I need to do that. So I'm gonna put it on the list and just not put a time. But so yeah, this is my schedule for today. But I'm really I'm kind of a little stressed. But I think I organized this well enough. So I'm going to keep with this organizing. I need to probably organize what I'm doing. But yeah, I need to get this hydration and eating and stuff out of the way. But yeah, see, I do feel better now. I already do. But yeah, I don't think I'm quite ready to start working yet for another company. Like, I'm enjoying my freedom, but the money's gonna have to come in eventually. And yeah, I do want to work on these income streams. I don't want to take way too long on that. So yeah. So I'm basically gonna get on with my morning, so I'm not wasting too much time here. But I'll see if I record the second part of my day or not. But I think I've got at least a game plan through 1 p.m., maybe a little later. All right. Alrighty, so I'm closing out day 13. Glad that I can see with this candle on. I lit this candle, I'll get to it, but I lit this candle, so I think for one of my dad's birthdays, like, I don't know how many years ago, like 3-4 years ago or something, maybe 2 years ago or something, I don't know, maybe 2-3 years ago, I got him this candle, and I kind of mostly just get him gifts that I like, because he never takes it with him or uses anything, so I got him this candle because I had this series of candles. It's the Chesapeake Bay Mind and Body Peace and Tranquility candle. I like it because it's subtle. They kind of have they don't smell like soap, but that's the closest thing to it that I can kind of think of. And I really like them. I like the frosted glass. And you could probably reuse those. And they have a nice wooden lid with a kind of like a rubber stopper. They're pretty nice. I think I got it on Amazon, but they're not super expensive, and they last for a really long time. I used to light candles a lot, and not necessarily a prayer thing, but it's kind of a nice way to set apart the daytime of and just kind of unwinding and stuff. So that's kind of what I like them for. And I don't know, they always have a quiet feel to me. I feel like candles tend to have a kind of a quieter, they kind of quiet the environment a bit. It's I feel like it's light enough that you're not just sitting in the dark, but it's dark enough that it kind of takes away a lot of that visual sense that can be maybe not overly stimulating, but it's like there's really, like, it kind of dulls out everything in a visual way, and then kind of makes it, at least for me, like, it's easier to kind of pay attention to stuff sometimes because I'm not like visually interested in anything. And then usually in the evenings it's quieter, at least in this house it's freaking quiet, like, other than the traffic, because we're in the city and live on the highway. It's basically pretty peaceful. I mean, there's nothing really happening, so I like it. And yeah, so the candle's kind of nice to have on. The other candle that I have for my friend, it's down to like a fifth, the last fifth, and so I'm like, let me save that one. And okay, so for the evening reflection, it says, my favorite part of the day. I had some leftover African food that I brought from San Diego. I still have one more portion left of it. So it was like coconut rice and jerk chicken, and I think it's called biryani, the eggplant, and some of the flatbread, and plantains. So I'll eat the same thing for dinner tomorrow, but that was kind of something that I remembered but wasn't like thinking about it all day. And then it was kind of a nice surprise to eat. It was nice, good meal. 5 things I accomplished. I ate pretty healthy today, got in some yoga, pretty much pulled about 8 hours. I took like a nearly like 90-minute lunch though, and like 45 of those minutes were like meditating pretty much, or some form of meditation. 3 things I'll accomplish tomorrow. Tomorrow I think will be the day that I have 9 days left for this next step on this online website. So I'm kind of indulging in a little side project for 9 days. So I'll be working on the different phases of that, as well as a little more cleaning. I did some cleaning today. I'm gonna get a little bit of furniture, not a lot. I'm not gonna go like wild with it. I'm kind of making a purpose out of like wanting my room to be able to convert from more of like a studio feel to more of like a bedroom feel, like to have some furniture where it's not just like a bed, and get rid of some of this other, like, I think I've had this furniture since, like, I remember when it was new and I was sitting on the side of this bed when I had family in town, and we bought this furniture right before that family came into town, and I was sitting on my bed reading for my U.S. history class the next day. So that was my junior year of high school when I got this furniture. And I mean, it's nice. It's like adult furniture. It's not like childish. And I've kept it in good condition, but it's bulky and the room is small. And, you know, my desk isn't comfortable enough to like sit at. I mean, I sat at it for work, but like I kind of had to. And I knew it was going to be a temporary thing, so I don't really know. I kind of want to set up my instruments and things to get them kind of situated, and then I want the middle of my room to have more space than just like my bed in the middle, because it's a full-size bed, so it's pretty large. And Tonight I'm sending love to a friend, the one that I just last was thinking of when I just was reading that. And end of day thoughts. I'm really kind of getting into, this might sound strange, but like rituals of sorts. Like not necessarily religious or even like from some kind of specific spiritual practice, but even just kind of like making stuff up. Like, I don't know, like, it's kind of funny because I read this stuff first thing in the morning where it said, as you go through today, pay attention to your thoughts. Are you focusing on what you want or what you don't want? And I was having so much, like, overthinking, remembering just random stuff from this past weekend. It wasn't even problematic, but I found myself spending a lot of time, I don't know how much time, but quite a lot of time, thinking about some situations that maybe weren't perfect, even though they weren't like bad. So, I didn't really catch myself till probably around 8:30, or I don't know, maybe after I ate dinner. I don't really know if maybe I'm under on calories today. Like, I ate healthy, but it wasn't like so healthy that it was like a problem, but maybe I didn't eat enough. That MCT oil, MCT8, C8 or whatever, like it tends to curb my appetite a bit, and I kind of forgot about that. So it's possible that I wasn't really eating like large enough meals and was just kind of hangry today, but I don't really know. That's kind of an odd one. But yeah, I mean, today was good. It was just weird that happened, because I totally forgot that I had even like done a whole podcast recording this morning and read that whole section and recorded all that stuff that I had to say and was pretty optimistic. And then, I don't know, I just started feeling like a little, like, just not, just kind of wanting to be by myself mostly, and stuck in my head about some stuff. But I was getting a lot done, and I enjoyed the day. I did actually jump into some stuff that I usually would take me a really long time, but I marked off a lot of stuff on my to-do list that I wrote out this morning, and yeah. And I didn't go hard on the exercise, but I did get it in. I feel like I was a little slacked yesterday, so, and I do feel like my muscles are still kind of tight, so, I'm a little hesitant to go too hard. I think Thursday is going to be snowboard day number 1, so I'm not prepared physically, but I could be prepared by Thursday, honestly. Not fully, but prepared enough, and then be able to still go up Thursday, Friday, a little bit on the weekends too. I don't know, I guess the nights and the mornings are easier than midday for me, I guess. But today wasn't bad, it was good. It's just really interesting that I totally forgot what I had read about. That's the only part that was weird to me. that was strange is that I totally forgot all that about where my focus is supposed to be for today. But I did do a lot of stuff on the list, and I'm gonna mark it off right about now, because I did get the dimensions for some of the stuff for my room. I don't know where I saved my stuff. It's like all over the place. Wow, this list is super long. What is that? Okay, so I did this. I did some meditating. I listened to some music. I did some learning on that end. Why does it keep auto-correcting me? Did some learning. I did the part of the cleaning that I said to start on, and got these dimensions, and then alright, yeah, I did quite a lot. And didn't really stick to my schedule completely, but I feel like things went well. Things went good. So I'm pretty much done for now, but I think tonight's gonna be good. I'm kind of tired enough to just knock out, honestly. And yeah, I was happy to get in some good yoga today. That was probably one of the more helpful things for my day, and the cleaning process. This room has got so much stuff in it from, like, God only knows, like, decades, like probably 2 decades ago. I've got like receipts that don't even have like the ink on them anymore. Like, it's just the paper. That's all that's left. I'm just like, I don't even know why I saved all these. Like, I don't even know what it is. So, anyways, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll be recording again shortly. But with that, thanks for listening.